Hello, I'm Joe from Carême cooking classes, and we're going to make two pasta sauces. They're both incredibly easy, laughably simple. The first one is tomato, the other one we'll see in a minute. The first one has 4 ingredients, the second one has 2. First one has 4 ingredients, one of which is an onion. Ooh, very complicated. 1 onion cut. I'm leaving the bottom of the onion joined on, but I am skinning it. I want it cut into 4 pieces. I don't want the peel. I put it into the pot like that. This is the hardest part. Who said cooking was hard? Well, it can be. This is a really proper recipe. It's a Marcella Hazan recipe. She is a very bossy Italian writer. She was a very bossy Italian writer. She died recently. Okay, 1 part done. Next one is 2 cups of Italian, they're Italian tomatoes, whole peeled tomatoes. I prefer the ones which are not chopped up beforehand. I like to see my tomatoes before I chop them. Roughly chopped, and they go in. Yep, 2 things. Next things are easier. Teaspoon of salt. Well, not too big a teaspoon. All right, 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt, we'll say. And 70 grams of butter, which actually I checked beforehand, that was 70 grams. A lot of butter. I think this is the secret of the sauce. Turn it on, bring it to boil, simmer it for at least 45 minutes, gently. If you simmer it too quickly or boil it, then the onion will fall apart because you want to fish up the onion at the end. That's it, honestly. That's it. It makes a really good sauce. We're going to let that one come to the boil. I'm going to stir it up a bit. Check that it doesn't burn. It's as hard as it gets. Keep an eye on it. That's it, really. And then we're going to do the other sauce later because that is really fast. It takes possibly 5 minutes from beginning to end. This one you have to leave to cook, but you don't have to look after it much. Okay, come back in a minute. Okay, so the tomato sauce is looking really good. That's coming along nicely. And here's the butter. It's just starting to melt. That's for the second sauce. That's butter and sage leaves. Very complicated. Just turn that on up a bit, and we want the butter to be just starting to brown before we put the sage leaves in. We certainly want it to have foamed up and the foam to be going down. It'll take a little minute. Tum to tum. So that was, sorry, I measured it. I forgot to say. It was 70 grams of butter. The recipe says, Marcella Hazan, this is another Marcella one. Marcella Hazan says that's for 4 to 6 people, but I don't think that would do 4 to 6 people. I think it would do 3 hungry people. Or, in this case, me and Stephen. Stephen and I aren't going to eat all this, by the way. That would be a bit much. There we go. Butter is starting to foam. I'm not sure how much you can see, but I can see the butter starting to foam, but that's on that side of the pot, so you won't see it. I just have to wait for it, really. It melts, it foams, the foam goes down, it starts to brown. We add the sage. Should be done in under 5 minutes. Yeah. Butter's splitting a bit, so turn it down. That's the water from the butter coming out. Of course, water mixed with fat will split. Yeah, sizzling. We want it before it goes brown. Sizzling, yeah. Stir the tomato sauce, stops it sticking, not that it was. Feels on the time though. This butter had a bit more water in than it should have, I think. Butter normally has 15% water in it. That's just, you think it should have all butter fat, but it shouldn't. Okay, that's pretty foamy. It smells nice and buttery. And then the foam will start to go down. Yep. I once did this with a big lot, and when I put the sage leaves in, it foamed up quite a lot. It was quite a bit exciting. Foam is starting to go down, but before the butter browns, starting to get a little bit of colour there. Yeah. Starting to brown. Yep. Okay, standing by with my sage leaves. Fresh sage. Yep, here we go. Turn the element off. Butter is just browning, but before it's really brown, put the sage leaves in. Toss them around a bit. They flavour the butter. Butter makes them go crispy. It's really nice. And you're done. Ready. Less than 5 minutes from beginning to end. Ready to go on the pasta. Serve it on fettuccine, gnocchi, all sorts of things. Can you hear it's crispy rustling against each other? Yum yum. They're very good to eat just by themselves too. Here we go, all done. Tomato sauce still not done. That's got about another 15 minutes to go. Excellent. Yum yum. The pasta and sauce are both ready. This is the fettuccine and the butter and sage sauce. Well, it's a bit much, isn't it? And we want definitely want some of the sage leaves on top, because they look so nice. There's some through it, but you want some on top as well. Ooh, there's another one there. And this is the tomato sauce. They're both good, and they're both good. Well, they both must have Parmesan cheese on top. Oops. So, well, it's going to take me a minute to do that. I might do that after, when we actually come to eat them, because I'm going to eat both of them. No, I'm going to give one to Stephen. There we go. Now, if you've been following the pasta video, check the sauce video, and if you've been following the sauce video, check the pasta video, because they're both really easy. Lovely. Thanks for watching. See you soon.